Hey, how's it going? I am the Sanguiem, and welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. So, last episode, we went ahead and got the Blaze Spawner to the Nether Portal, and got the Emperor's Chalice for infinite water. Now, I have some bad news for you. See, at this very moment in time, I already made a lot of devices in that brass building over there. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Like a lot. And you want to know why? Because this is future Andrew. That's why. This is Andrew from the future. I've already recorded several episodes ahead. And the only reason you're seeing me right now is because episode 23's audio didn't record. And more specifically, my microphone was muted. God damn it. So, here I am to explain what happened in episode 23 and maybe do something else, because I actually didn't like episode 23 anyway. If anything, this is a blessing in disguise. Because all I did was put chickens in that tube up there, and that's pretty much all I did. And at the end of the episode, I finally decided, wait, I don't need these chickens. These chickens are useless. So I did literally nothing that whole episode, and then I just dedicated the end of the episode to a time lapse that led to me actually doing something useful. So we have us a golden opportunity here, where we can do a little something that normally I wouldn't do, and that will be the episode. And at the end of the episode, we will show the time lapse and me explaining the results of the time lapse, because those two pieces of footage are the only ones I have of which you can hear my voice. So, I was thinking, what if we spent some time down here collecting up some levels from these very loud zombies and, you know, just getting us a full enchantment setup. Because if we come up here, we do have, like, the chest plate here, nice and enchanted. But we don't have anything else enchanted. And most of the enchantments kind of suck. So we can take this time. Uh-oh. There we go. We can spend this time to kind of figure out what we're doing next. Oh, protection 4 on boots is not bad. What do we have on the helmet? Respiration 3, also not terrible. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna, you know, chill out, do some grinding, see what happens. So I'll just come over here. That's the wrong setting. Here we are. Let's turn that down. And we just hang out here for a bit. Maybe talk about some stuff. Something else I really want to get are a bunch more zombie hearts, because while I did make a zombie fragment charm thing, apparently, two things. First off, that thing has durability, and it will lose durability if I use it. Which, fortunately, I figured that out before it expired. So I think I'm gonna save up one of those X-petrified orb things for that charm, so that I don't have to keep making new ones, because the durability on it is very low, and it's definitely not worth how much materials go into it. But another reason behind it is you can use those very same little pieces that you use to make the charm fragments. You can use them to make charm, like, pouches. So you can hold more than one at once using the same, like, inventory slot. And I like that. I like that. Where I'm gonna want that. Got like 22 hearts now. Not bad. And we have a lot of rotten flesh, because this thing has been running in the background, and I have no idea what to do with all this rotten flesh. Except maybe compress it. Put a blueprint down here. I don't know for sure, but I think you might be able to turn all that rotten flesh into compost. I wonder if creepers could be put in here. It'd be really hard, though. Imagine a creeper exploding in this. There are creeper spawners in the world, at least if the dungeon sprawls. At least that's what I call them. I think they're called better dungeons or something. I just call them dungeon sprawls because it's like a dungeon, but it's It's this. It sprawls. It's like a big old taproot. There are creeper spawners in those things, and it's terrifying. But if we can snag one of those somehow, that's pretty good. That's a good source of gunpowder that doesn't rely on specific block heights in a natural mob farm. Although, I believe you can, yeah, instant damage. Like, you can make gunpowder using the Create mod. You know, I had 30 levels at the end of the last episode. I actually died between last episode and what would have been this episode, because I tried to place the blaze spawner minecart contraption in case something weird happened, because it's a minecart contraption, so it's an entity. And it sure would suck if something happened to that entity was to disappear, you know? So I thought, hey, you know what? We'll place it. We'll place the spawner. And just light up the area real good. Well, apparently I didn't light it up good enough. And because my sword here has knockback, I kept hitting them outside the tunnel. And they would just scatter outside the tunnel, and then more would spawn by the spawner because they were far enough away from it. And it got really chaotic, like really quickly. Alright, we're at level 30. Alright, so now let's check on these enchantments real quick. I think I'm gonna go for the helmet. What's this axe I made out of nowhere say? Silk Touch, huh? Silk Touch shovel would be incredible. Here, you know what? Since I'm doing a bunch of enchanting, I might as well grind that. Silk Touch! I think that's worth it. I think that's better. I think that's better than any of the other things. It doesn't have efficiency on it, but we can change that in the future. This has protection 4. That's pretty good. Probably gonna go for that. Protection 4. That's even better on the leggings. Fire protection. Yeah, we're not getting that. Okay. And what does the diamond axe have? Efficiency. That's pretty good. But hey, now we have a Silk Touch shovel. I like that. Now I can get grass without having to wait for it to grow. Remember that? Episode 21? That grass? Had to wait for that stupid grass block to grow to a single dirt block for like 10 minutes. I don't have to do that now. Hey, now that's a good enchantment. Unbreaking 3, that's... Unbreaking, What? Ah! Put that back. I didn't know right-clicking the rope could do that. By the way, to those of you who are probably thinking, hey Andrew, why don't you just use Tinker Construct? Like, you can make your own tools and have special abilities and you can upgrade them without needing the enchantment table. I know about it. I know about it. I've used Tinker's Construct before. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I have no idea why I'm not using it. I don't know. I just want to do it the old way. The old-fashioned way. Actually, hold on second thought, there is kind of a reason I'm not doing it. And it's because 1.16 Tinker's Construct is a little different than the previous versions. One thing I noticed is that there's no Ardite, which is crazy to me. There's like there's like a couple new alloys too, like hexagonite or whatever it's called. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would take too much time for me to, like, just sit down and look at how things work and figure it all out and collect all the materials. Like, I feel like it would just take too long. Like, longer than it takes for me to sit here and enchant all the stuff. And if I had more time, believe me, I would. I would totally do that. I would sit down and make myself some really nice Tinker's Construct tools and all that. And especially if the armor mod was involved. If the Tinker's armor mod was in this mod pack, you better believe I would be sitting down and making myself some nice chocolate armor. Get that regen effect. But, I mean, I don't know. It takes time, and I don't have that kind of time. Like, especially off camera. So, if I was to sink time into figuring out Tinker's Construct, I have to dedicate a whole episode to it. And you could argue that an episode like this would be a good episode to do it on. But I already have all the tools and armor made. I might as well just do it this way. Plus, I'm enchanting the armor more so than the tools, so... I don't know. I need to stop dying so much. And this is a good way to help with that. Now, I am considering jumping into Tinker's Construct tools and all that. Perhaps closer to when I'm done with the precision mechanism crafting in the brass building. Perhaps once I've done that, I will set up a nice little Tinker's workshop and figure all that out. So, by the way, something else I learned about Tinker's Construct is that stencils are now consumable. When did that happen? Why are stencils now consumables? Like, we used to have like a stencil chest that we'd store all of our stencils in, and now it's useless because we're just gonna use up the stencils when we use them. Let's make that pouch. Alright. I added the zombie one to this. Can I? I can. Okay. So now zombies will never be able to see me. And I did use one of my Eternal Stellas on this. I actually got a second one at one point. Aqua Affinity. I don't know. I might disenchant that. Blast Protection. It sucks. Unbreaking. I'm disenchanting this. I barely spend any time in what. That's really funny, you know? That's funny. That's funny you should mention that. Since we have 56 diamonds, I don't mind sparing one to make another shovel. If we get a good enchantment on the shovel, we'll combine it with... Alright, you know what? I've decided we're doing efficiency 4 shovel and combining it with our Silk Touch shovel. But that's another good way to do good gear, is to just to make multiple tools and have multiple enchantments on them. The ideal solution is just get a bunch of librarian villagers and trade all the books so that you don't have to stand around and finagle with XP grinders and enchantment tables all day, but then you gotta do villager stuff, and villagers are annoying. Everyone who's played Minecraft and has done villager trading halls know that villagers are annoying. So no, I'm not doing that. At least not yet. Maybe much further down the road, if I, for some reason, really need one. See, now, when wearing the charm that zombies can't see you with, well, they don't see you, so they don't try to come out of that little hole there and around the corner to try and get to me. So there's a lot less block-ups, because they don't have any incentives to not go in the hole. And that's how I found out that this thing had durability. And it only had like 56 durability. I think every time you punched a zombie, it took down 1 durability. And it's ridiculous. And look, you can actually see it on the right when I hit a zombie. The bauble shows up. and then it heals itself because it's unbreakable now. Because apparently the way the Eternal Stella works is it's indestructible as long as it's in your inventory. If you give something Eternal Stella and it's not in your inventory, it's still gonna lose durability. And once it's in your inventory, it doesn't immediately heal it. The durability just ticks up until it's fixed. Because I noticed that's how it worked on this bauble here, so I went in a creative world and applied the Eternal Stella on the sediment strainer, because I've been on the fence for like ever since I first got Eternal Stella. Should I put this on the sediment strainer? So I go into creative world, I put it on the sediment strainer, and guess what? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It still consumes durability, but if I pick up the sediment strainer, it will heal immediately. It'll heal the durability up, but only if I pick it up. Only if I pick it up. And the idea is that I put it over there because I don't want to pick it up. So yeah, that's not going to work out. But I think someday, once we get grind wheel technology, I think we're just going to use those. We're going to replace the strainer and just put a bunch of grind wheels down that will make sand from cobblestone. Because I just think that would be a good use. That costs 8. That costs 4. Alright, well, clearly we're doing the 4. Did that change the enchantments? No, it didn't. Double jump? Double jump? Double jump. An aqua fan. Alright, you know what? Let's get double jump. Hey! Hey, double jump. And you know what? We can make a second set of boots and try and get feather falling with it, because I have a weird feeling that double jump might hurt me a little. Oh, wait, guys, you know what? Since we're sitting here kind of just doing nothing, might as well talk about one or two things that are on my mind. One being the Invar factory. So, the next step up from brass is Invar. And this is going to be the last building that I make before I start making this giant factory over in the Charred Forest. Because that factory is supposed to be the culmination of everything. All together in one spot that's totally, completely, like, efficient and everything. Because it can use all of the machines that we've collected thus far to make even the basic things. So the Invar factory, I'm trying to figure out a design for it, and I can't really quite figure it out. I'm trying to draw inspiration from what was it called? Any of you ever played Breath of the Wild? There was that camel divine beast, and how the interior kind of moved in like a circle and all that. I'm trying to take inspiration from not just that, but pretty much any of those divine beasts that have all these moving interiors. And I just thought, would it be cool if the Invar building was, because it's going to be completely underground, wouldn't it be cool if the inside was just moving? Like, there was a lot of moving parts. There were rooms that were kind of being cycled around. I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out how to make that work in an industrial manner instead of just aesthetic. But I'm really racking my brain for this one. I've never really made anything like that before, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I have a cool idea for the entrance, too. Make it kind of like one of those cliff lifts. Like it's flat, and it kind of just goes down like this into the factory. I feel like that'd be a cool idea. It's like a diagonal elevator. I also plan to remake a mob grinder farm thing in the Invar factory using the sticky block. It's like a slime block with a redstone pulse to it. Double jump. Hey! Let's put this on. I'm curious. Ow! Oh, yep, it hurts alright. Whoa. What? Oh! Whoa! Okay. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is dangerous. I'm putting this away. We're definitely getting feather falling on that before we're using it anymore. Because, god damn. Hey, you know what we haven't been doing? We should try throwing a book on there. Wall running? What's wall running? What does wall running do? Turn into a suit of parkour armor. You know what? I'm really curious. I'm really curious now. I want that wall running book. Nothing else. None of the other enchantments seem good. And it says it's from the grappling hook mod. Same with that double jump book. Now, I have messed with grappling hooks before when I played RL Craft. It was a while ago I played RL Craft. But, I just used the actual grappling hook. I never really messed with any of the other stuff. And the actual grappling hook is here, too. It's like, what? Is it, I think it's an iron pick with a lead? Yep, it is. But yeah, back to the mob grinder thing over there. If we look up sticker, here it is. Let's have a look at what that does. Stickers are ideal for redstone-controlled block attachment. Upon receiving a signal, it will toggle its state. If it is now moved in a contraption, the block will move with it. Toggle it once again, and the block is no longer attached. Now, I was thinking, what if we had, like, this storage of mob spawners in a very, very well-lit room, and if we wanted to cycle the mob spawner that's currently in effect, we just hit a button, and a big ol' mechanical arm comes over with a sticker, sticks the spawner, brings it over, puts it in storage, and then just grabs another one and puts it down. And we could probably make it programmable so that it doesn't have to cycle through them, but rather you could just say, hey, I want this skeleton spawner out there. And it'll take the skeleton spawner and put it there. And then you go, hey, you know what? I've changed my mind. I want, I don't know, mushroom. If there is even such a thing. It would put away the skeleton spawner, knowing that that was the last one it pulled, put it back where it belongs, take the new spawner, and just put it out there. I think it would be cool to design something like that that uses actual logic. These are terrible enchantments, I don't know. Efficiency? No, not the rotten flesh. Blast protection. Sliding?! Are you telling me I can now perform those sick, satisfactory speedrun techniques where I can jump and slide? Whoa! I hit the C button, which is the slide button in Satisfactory, and I just zoom in. Whoa! Jump, slide, just slide across the world. Well, hold on a minute. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I want to see if this will even. That's a crafting table, dear. Okay, while running. Hello? Whoa. Wait a minute. Did that do what I thought it did? Whoa! Oh my god, what the hell? And it doesn't consume any durability when I do that. And this has sliding. Good god. What's sliding gonna do? Whoa! Calm down! Oh my god, calm down. Oh my lord, this is wild. I don't know. I think this is too much power. I might get carried away with this. Okay, let's see this sliding thing. Oh my god, you can. You can actually get momentum from that. Hold on. Make it a nice flat area. Whoa. Yeah, you can get some massive momentum from that on a flat plane. Whoa. Okay, okay, that's pretty neat. Yeah, sliding is cool and all, but let's get rid of it. Look at that, feather falling, and it's got protection 1. That's incredible. But it's not good! Alright, you know what? Let's take a chance. You like taking chances? I like taking chances. Let's get our level back up and get that Unbreaking 3 helmet. See what happens. Uh-oh. Alright, back to level 33. Real quick, though, I just want to say, while I was sitting around and waiting for zombies to spawn, I was looking at all the uses for these mechanisms, and I found something. What's an aqueous accumulator? And it's got the tag... It's got the internal name, device water gen. What does that mean? If that means what I think it means, that's unfortunate. But let's see. I'm breaking through. I took a gamble and I lost. I'm curious. If we make ourselves a copper machine, turn that into one of these. Provides copious amounts of water, requires adjacent water sources. What? Excuse me? Excuse me. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. So if I put that in... just like... Oh my god. That's incredible. That's so much water. Oh my... That's so... You'll see in a future episode why that is a little irritating. You'll see. Especially given how proud I was of my infinite water machine. We'll put that away for now. And you know what? We'll see what happens in a future episode. Oh my god, there was a machine that made infinite water the whole time. I didn't have to make a complicated machine with my Emperor's Chalice. All it took was sitting around looking at all these random recipes, because I'm just looking through thinking, I wonder what I can do with zinc machines. A accumulator. Interesting. Interesting. Device. Oh, I wonder what else can I do with copper that I haven't looked at yet. Ah! Water gen. That sounds suspiciously like something I could have used. Can you believe it? Increases the storage capacity of certain items. I mean... yeah. Sure. I'll take that. What does that do? Ooh, redstone flux. Cells. Ooh, so it holds more energy on certain things. Okay, I'm down with that. That's not a bad book. Backstabbing. Amplifies damage when striking a target from behind. That sounds like fun. That just sounds like a fun enchantment. Alright, you know what? Let's save up for a Depth Strider. Maybe we'll get lucky and end up with Depth Strider Feather Falling 4, you know? Alright. Oh, come on. Alright, new plan. I've been disregarding the Feather Falling 3 enchantment. Now, if I find it, I'm gonna get it. Make another pair of boots, and also get Feather Falling 3 on it. And you know what? That's just how it's gonna have to be, because I am quite frankly getting very sick of this. Feather Falling 3. Oh my god, look at all this other stuff. Feather Falling 3! Look at that! Oh my gosh. Well, let's just out of curiosity, what do we have for this book? Nothing. So let's put these together. It's probably going to cost quite a bit, yeah. That one costs more, so let's do this. And let's grab this pair of boots. That one costs 19. And it overwrites the... Okay, no. We want this. We need 15. That's fine. We're also adding to our helmet here Aqua Affinity. Put that there. The quest for Feather Falling 4 is almost over. Still would be nice to have mending though. But I do have that librarian villager back at the old hill. I bet I could cure him and give him a mending trade. Not only that, but I bet I could set up a sugarcane farm at the old hill. And then if I want, I could just wait around there and get a bunch of sugarcane. That'd be a fun little project I could work on later on. Alright. Not bad. That's not a bad pair of boots. Now we have a full set of armor here. Even a helmet, which we're probably not going to wear too much because we have our goggles here. I wonder, if I wear it cosmetically, can I still use it? No, I cannot. That's a shame. I really need that thing. Alright, I'll wear the helmet cosmetically. Even though it doesn't look like I am. Alright, so now that I have a full set of armor here... That's great. That's great. Maybe I'll die less now. They all have protection 4 on it. Can I actually enchant my engineer goggles? No, I can't. No, it doesn't look like I can. But now that that's done and the bulk of the episode is here, it's mostly just us chilling out, you know? I might as well go ahead and tell you some of the stuff I've done. So first off, I wonder if you guys have... Oh, no, I gotta do wood things. Okay, whatever. See all this? So, when I was dealing with the blazes in the nether, they kinda shot some fireballs. Apparently a stray one went through the portal, hit a tree, and caught everything on fire. And I had to stop it so it would stop spreading. So, that's what that's about. So, this is what we did. I decided, you know what, I'm sick and tired of not being able to use brass with this, brass things, so let's set up one of these here in the place that I guess is the smeltery building now. So I put the iron in there, it gets pumped out into this, and then I just put down some polished rose quartz here, and it makes the electron tubes I need to make precision mechanisms. Now, doing it this way is very costly. I have expended 2 times as much quartz I had. Like, I had to go out to the nether and get more quartz. It takes a lot of quartz to do this. It takes a oh my god, I just went all over the place. But yeah, it takes a full stack of quartz just to make 4 brass machines. 4. Just 4 of them. And it takes 4 stacks of redstone dust just to make 4 brass machines. So, it takes a lot of resources. So despite the fact that we have this set up, I've been using brass machines as sparingly as possible. And you know, I can actually get some of those brass machines back because I used brass machines to make my infinite water source, and now I know I didn't need to do that! But anyway, that's enough of that. What you need to look at is what I did in episode 23. So, let me go ahead and show you. Okay, see that thing up there? That is a chicken holding cell thing. That they lay eggs, goes through the chute, goes down into that chute, which goes down to a barrel down below. Now, This is to collect eggs, because I thought, hey, you know what? Let's use eggs to cook in the smokers to make cooked eggs. That was a dumb idea. So what I decided was instead we'll use this tube here, this silo, for kelp. And we'll just run kelp into the smokers, smoke the kelp, turn it into dried kelp blocks, and then run those back into the smokers again as fuel. And when it turns out we make more kelp blocks than we do burn through kelp blocks. If that makes sense. So we actually have a steadily increasing backlog of fuel that we don't know what to do with. But now that I have shown you what I did in the episode that you will unfortunately not really see, I will move on to the parts that weren't corrupted. The time-lapse and the wrap-up to that time-lapse. So, let's go ahead and show you the process as to how I made the heart of the factory. Right, so the first step is to make one very tall rotary farm. And I mean, that's really all there is to it. Just gotta fill in the spaces in between with dirt, fill them with water, and plant the kelp. But during my work, I found this wandering trader selling a mystery wood sapling. So I bought it, and this globe that he had, because I saw that it's worth 2 gold coins. I also left some room in the silo for space to grow the warped and crimson vines. So that's like right here in the middle of the silo. So now that the kelp farm is made, we have fuel. And so we need to send that fuel into the heart of the factory and split it up across 4 generators. So that's what the belt there is for. And I had to move the generators up so that we can collect the dried kelp that comes from the bottom, and we will move them to a single spot where we can compact them into kelp blocks. I was starting to run out of space at this point, so I decided to try using these item pipes here to redirect these kelp blocks back to the front of the contraption, where they can be distributed back to the generators using a mechanical arm, which will take items from this depot and distribute them to the brass funnels inscribed with the kelp block filter. Alright, so that finishes up the heart of the factory. We got the kelp farm up and running, and now we have us 4 furnace engines running. And the best of all, it's making more fuel than it can burn through. And it seems to be getting more kelp than it can burn through. So that's pretty good. At least it seems like it's getting more kelp. I hope it's getting more kelp. If it's not, I'm gonna have to give this thing even more kelp silos, which we can, if we have to, we can always just go down. So for now, I think this is okay. But we're definitely making more kelp blocks than we need. Definitely. So at some point in the future, I think we're going to have some sort of thing that determines, alright, if kelp block is staying on this depot for too long, get rid of it. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this episode. If I knew this was going to take so long, I would have divided it up into 2 episodes. But since I wasted pretty much part of the first episode dealing with chickens, I don't know, it felt like I needed to at least finish the whole thing in this episode. So next episode, I really wish we could get started right away on the sky stone stuff and the quartz stuff, but unfortunately, we can't do any of that either, because we need water. So next episode, I think we're going to work on water. But alright, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing, and remember, the Wasteland is watching. See ya.